Coming up next is a restaurant feature from our inside guide on Prissytroopers.com. So we're going to be going with Mia today to her garden to pick some of the herbs that we're going to be using to make the fish broth. So we have to wash all the vegetables because we just picked them from the garden. We don't have to worry about pesticides because Mia doesn't use them here, but there's a little bit of sand and dirt on them, so we'll wash that off. We have some lettuce here, some eggplant, the eggs, and this is the shadow benny, which is like a cilantro, and we have some hot peppers and some ochre and some passion fruit.
What we're going to do is we're going to start with what we call sweat the vegetables. And just the same thing that happens when you start to sweat and you get all smelly. The vegetables are going to start to sweat and get all smelly, and that's what makes them taste good. So they release all the flavor that's in them. Go ahead and we're going to, as soon as she's done cutting up there, we're going to add all of this into the butter. And as we saute it, it's going to start to sweat, and it's going to, all the juices are going to come out. We're going to help that process along with a little bit of salt and pepper. And a little tiny piece of hot pepper. We're going to take this out, and we're just going to take the outside piece, not the membrane and the seeds, because that's what's really hot. So we're going to drop this in and sweat it out with the vegetables, and then we're going to take it back out.
Okay.
Alright? This is going to help soften the carrots and the celery, so that when you bite into it, you don't get that hard crunch. So if you notice, what happens is as we add that second set of stuff, you get a different smell from the vegetables, and that's what happens in terms of the difference that you taste. If you just dump your vegetables in raw, then the flavors don't get time to develop, and your broth doesn't have quite the depth of flavor that you want. So we're going to just let this sit and get happy for a little while. Don't make it over salted because we still have to add the fish in, and the fish is beautiful. Let's go for a little bit. And then as this starts to get a little tender, then we're going to add the hot water in. And let that simmer for a little bit. And then right at the very end, we're going to drop the fish and just let it cook through. The fish that we're using for the fish broth today is kingfish, king mackerel. It's a very firm white fleshed fish.
We don't have to crunch through the bones this time.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take back out the hot pepper that we added in so that it doesn't get too hot. And this is some hot water. This is going to stop it from cooling down too much, so that the soup will come up to a simmer pretty quickly.
We're about to make garlic bread. So the garlic butter was already made up for us.
Sometimes we'll get pumpkin and other different things. But this is just a wheat bread, and then we like to get it unsliced because when you hand slice it, it gives you a little bit more of a homemade look and feel.
I like garlic bread.
They were totally trying to do it now. Absolutely. Like, how much is this one? 200. And then I was thinking the
Garlic
other
butter
side.
side down first.
Do we butter the other side?
Nope.
No? It is a very tough meat. You can feel it.
And we're going to take a look at this. See how the flesh is pulling away from the bone there? That means it's cooked. So we are good to go here.
Just about ready to eat. We just got finished making our own fish broth soup with Mia's help, and we are about to try it, and along with our garlic bread we just made.
I just hide that.
The shadow benny in this is really good. I love cilantro, and you're right, it has a similar but a different taste to it.
If you would like to visit this beautiful island of Tobago,
Get the best inside guide by going to our website at Prissytroopers.com.
for all of our adventures in Mariah and Culloden, we stayed at the beautiful Footprints Eco Resort. You too can stay at this convenient location. Just visit our website, Prissytroopers.com.